Demeter and Persephone and Cochin and the spirits. Remember that Demeter and Persephone was about Demeter searching for her daughter Persephone, who was trapped in the underworld, and if Persephone eats anything that grows in the underworld, she will be trapped forever. So these words are coming from that text. The first word we want to look at is the word offered. So we remember from that story that Hades offered her 12 pomegranate seeds to eat, and Persephone was so hungry that she ate 6 of them. So what does that word offer mean? Offer means to present something for someone to accept, or they can refuse. When friends visit me at home, I usually offer them something to eat and drink. When they arrive, they can either accept or refuse. Another way we can use the word offer is in providing help or assistance, kind of like the second illustration you see here. A friend is in need, I offer my help or my assistance. So people often offer to help one another. Here are some examples. The other day I was at Publix and someone offered to take my shopping cart back to the front of the store for me. Example 2, after Thanksgiving, my mom always offers to help clean up after we eat dinner. The last example, children offer to help their parents carry in bags of groceries after going to the grocery store. The next word we're going to look at today is the word rejoice. So if we remember in that text when Hades offered Persephone those pomegranate seeds, right? Then in the text it said Persephone was so hungry she ate 6 of them. Hades rejoiced. Persephone would now have to stay in the underworld. So what does that word rejoice mean? Well, it means to show or feel great joy. So Hades rejoices or feels great joy because Persephone has eaten something from the underworld, so now she has to stay in the underworld. So when people rejoice, they don't just feel a little bit or just sort of happy. They feel very or extremely happy. People who are rejoicing might even do some of these things. They might jump up and down, they might holler or scream, they might hug somebody because they are just full of great joy. So let's play a game. It's called Would You Rejoice? So you can answer by saying I would or I would not rejoice because. Would you rejoice if a friend invites you to go bowling on Saturday? If you have someone next to you, you can turn and talk or think to yourself. You can use this sentence frame. So again, if a friend invites you to go bowling on Saturday. Let's look at another example. You find out you are getting the pet that you have been asking for. Would you rejoice? Why or why not? Excellent. Let's look at the last word that we're going to focus on day 1. That word is neglect. The word neglect refers to failing to do something or failing to take care of something properly. So we know that Demeter was so sad when Persephone is in the underworld that she neglects or fails to do her work. As a result of her neglecting her work, the weather turns cold, leaves fall from the trees, and the grass turns brown. People sometimes neglect something or fail to do or take care of something properly because they are very busy or maybe they just simply forget. Here's a great example of really not meaning to do something bad, but just simply forgetting. I neglected to buy milk at the store yesterday. I knew we were running out, but I forgot to buy it when I was at the store. I do this all the time. Neglect can also be, on the other hand, a very bad thing. If someone or something is dependent on you for food, water, and shelter. I know when I think of that, I think of my dog, Abigail. She depends on me, and I would be neglecting her if I failed to feed her or provide her with water. That wraps up day 1. Tomorrow we'll be back for day 2.